Hey guys, it is Soncerae here, and I'm going to make some croissants with my daughter. I don't know what dance that child was doing. Anyway, we're making some croissants. We have some Mexican cheese here, some turkey pepperonis, the croissant rolls, mushrooms, tomatoes, foil, baby spinach here in this green thing. We have a cutting board and 2 knives. First thing we're going to do is wash off everything. The mushrooms, the tomatoes. You want to make sure all of your contents are extremely clean. I'm going to show this girl how to cut before she cuts her fingers off. You want to make sure that you cut everything really, really small, as small as you can. She's making mine first. Well, that's me cutting because I was like, girl, if you don't hurry up and cut this. I actually hate that cutting board. It is not thick enough. It just moves around too much. We're going to use half of that Roma tomato. She's going to slice it to make it small so it can fit into the croissant. She loves these stuffed croissant things. She ate all of them too. I'm going to make sure everything is nice and small. I think those mushrooms are actually too big. She's going to get some of that baby spinach and wash it off. Then first she's going to cut off the stems and then make that spinach as small as she can. I had to hold the cutting board because that cutting board is something serious, man. It just moves around. Make sure if you get a cutting board, you get one that's actually heavy so it won't move around so much. I'm taking the croissant dough out of the package and it's very, very thin. You have to be delicate when you're doing this. You can't just peel it apart, you know. It's like slimy, you know. It's already cut for you. It's kind of like a dotted line for you. And you're just going to pick it off piece by piece and stick all of your contents on the inside. I actually love turkey, pepperoni. I try not to eat meat often, but when I do, I make sure it's like turkey. I'm actually going to put it in 2 croissants because it's so much, it's so heavy that you have to actually put 2 around it. And then I'm going to place it on the sheet. So she's going to do her thing. She likes to overlap the pepperonis. I'm like, don't overlap it. Now here's the catch with this. You can't roll it at the, I don't know why my dog is licking that window like that. You can't roll it at the small part. You can't start with the small part. You have to start with the big part and then roll it to the end. You know, that little tiny part is supposed to be at the end. That's not the end that you start with. And so she was learning that the hard way. But she's sprinkling that cheese on there and putting the pepperonis in there. And she loves these things. Let me tell you, she ate all of them too. You want to arrange the croissants on the cooking sheet evenly because you don't want them to run into each other. Also, you're going to put some butter at the bottom of the croissant. Some people use cooking oil, but I can't believe it's not butter. So she's putting butter at the bottom so they won't stick. And then she's going to sprinkle that excess cheese on top that she cleaned off earlier. And we're going to set the oven to 375. We're going to put it on for 15 minutes. We're going to put the timer on 15 minutes. And we're going to open the oven and pull out the center rack and put the cooking sheet filled with croissants onto the middle rack. You got to be graceful with this because you will drop croissants all over the ground, all over the floor. It'll be a wrap for you. Meal gone bad. And that's it. And then you wait 15 minutes. And this is what they look like once they come out. You actually have to, if you have a croissant that has 2 croissants over it, like my vegetarian one or like my veggie one, you're going to have to put it in there kind of twice as long because it wasn't done I bit into it forgetting, and I was like, ew, dough that isn't done. She ended up eating it and she loved it. Well, if you have any recipes that you would like for me to try, please let me know, okay? Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.